Coming up on Mountain News this morning, several bills are voted on by lawmakers in the state capitol, and Congressman Hal Rogers now takes on a new title while making state history.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you. It's Wednesday and it's 5 o'clock here. I'm Dakota Makris. Good morning to you. And I don't know about you, I kind of woke up to some sprinkles this morning here in Haztown. Let's check in with Brandon this morning. Brandon, did you have any rain in Letcher County?
No. I didn't hit any until I got right here to the station this morning, so I had to drive all the way. Excuse my voice this morning. I've had a little bit of allergy trouble yesterday, so
it's springtime.
It is springtime, and we might have put that allergy forecast in here a little bit. I'm curious to see what allergens are causing trouble right now. But it's been a mild start to the day. Temperatures in the 60s this morning for the most part, but those rain chances coming in. This is not an all-day washout, but we will see the possibility for some scattered waves of rain, and could be heavy rain at times. Some of that coming into parts of southern Kentucky right now, down into those border counties. So around London there, just south of London, down toward Williamsburg, over toward Barberville, some heavy rain. Then over across the border into East Tennessee, that'll be coming into southeast Kentucky here in a little bit. And then some more heavy rain approaching the Hazard area this morning. Lots of sensors out. I'm not sure what just happened there, but they were all online just a few minutes ago, except for Pine Mountain. But Logan, Pine Mountain, Wise, and Williamsburg all out this morning. But you can see all the ones that are left, 50s, 60s. There looks like 55 in Jacksboro, the coolest spot in the region this morning. Out the door forecast, take your rain gear because you're going to need it at some time today. Not all day, but at some time today as temperatures top out in the mid-70s. Enjoy that because we start to go down after today and significantly by this weekend. Dakota?
All right, Brandon, thank you so much. Well, after one of the closest votes this session, a charter schools bill made it out of the State House yesterday afternoon and now moves to the Senate. House Bill 9 passed 51-46. More than 20 Republicans joined Democrats with no votes despite passage of prior charter school bills. This measure takes a big step towards making them a reality in Kentucky. Charter schools have been legal in Kentucky since 2017 when the legislature passed the charter school law, but we've never had any because the legislature didn't provide permanent funding for them. This is the first bill that would change that.
Now, this bill can call these two pilots public charters, but at the end of the day, they're still charters. And essentially that means they're private schools. And using public dollars, federal, state, and local taxes to fund private schools is not something that I could ever vote for.
I'll be the first to tell you there are bad charter schools out there. And I think everybody would agree with me there are bad public schools out there too. That's not an indictment on the whole process one way or another. This is about parents. Parents need choice, and this bill gives choice in our public school system.
Even if the Senate passes the bill, the debate is likely not over. Governor Andy Beshear has said he would veto any bill dealing with charter schools. Well, the Kentucky High School Athletic Association is taking a strong stance against the bill. In a lengthy statement posted to Twitter, Commissioner Julian Tackett said charter schools go against, quote, the very basis of interscholastic athletics. Tackett says, as written, the bill allows students to play sports at a different school if it's not offered at the one they attend. He warned that creates the possibility of a school being formed for a single sport. The House Education Committee has passed a controversial bill to regulate history lessons. Senate Bill 138 would regulate how teachers talk about racism, equality, and economic opportunity. School districts would be required to incorporate 24 specific writings and speeches at age-appropriate levels. Opponents say it amounts to classroom censorship. The bill's sponsor says it is meant to unify people. 6 representatives voted no. It now moves to the full House for a vote. Well, state lawmakers recently overrode 2 of the governor's vetoes. House Bill 4 cuts unemployment benefits from 26 weeks to 12 weeks. Governor Andy Beshear said it would disproportionately impact communities in eastern and western Kentucky. The other Senate Joint Resolution 150 ends Kentucky's COVID-19 state of emergency. Lawmakers also passed some of the measures to move sports betting forward. Kentucky leaders have voted to avoid Russian investments. Well, that vote came from the State Investment Commission. It voted unanimously to avoid direct Russian investments until U.S. sanctions on Russia are lifted. It was a result of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The commission says it does not have any current Russian investments. Members say the commission works on behalf of the Commonwealth and will not support Russia's aggression. Well, Congressman Hal Rogers presented World War I medals to the family of a soldier from Whitley County who never got the chance to receive his medals. Abraham Smith earned the Silver Star World War I Victory Medal and World War I Bronze Victory Button as part of the American Expeditionary Force named the Polar Bears. Smith earned the Silver Star in 1918 for carrying wounded soldiers. Smith's daughter-in-law, son-in-law, Smith's daughter, son-in-law, and grandson and great-grandson were in attendance to receive the medals in his honor.
The important thing to me is I know how good of a man he was. He deserves to be remembered. And trying to find these records was very difficult. That's why I enlisted the help of Congressman Rogers, and I'm so thankful that he took it on. I appreciate what he did.
Congressman Rogers says this man is a hero and deserves anything they can do to keep his memory alive. Congressman Hal Rogers is also now the longest-serving current member of the U.S. House of Representatives. He will be known as the Dean of the House, having the honor of swearing in the Speaker of the House in January. The role also places him on the steering committee, which selects which members are best suited to lead and serve on every committee in the House.
It will be a chance for me to be able to help maybe the Speaker on some difficulty he may face, moderation or trying to solve a problem. So I'll be available to the Speaker.
Well, the Congressman has served Kentucky's 5th Congressional District since 1981 and is running for his 22nd consecutive term this year. Well, Tuesday was Diabetes Alert Day. The day is observed in March to discuss and bring awareness to diabetes prevention, detection, and management. We talked to health officials in Pike County about how to know if you are at high risk.
It's really easy to find those tests. Most healthcare providers would provide it. You want to get that test after the age of 45. Everyone should get it. And if you're at high risk, you would want to get tested even before that age.
Health experts say Pike County has an 18% prevalence rate, which means nearly 1 out of every 5 adults have been diagnosed with diabetes. Well, thank you so much for getting your Wednesday morning started with us. When we come back, a destructive storm makes its way across the South, leaving behind paths of devastation.
It was a rough night for a lot of folks in the South. Some stronger storms are possible at times later today here, so make sure you have a way to get those alerts if they are issued. I'll track them out for you in about 3 minutes.